Before watching this video, please check out part 1.
In the love hotel industry, it's said that the three customer balance is very important. By this, they mean cheaters, prostitutes, and couples. They believe if you can get all these customers equally, you can earn a lot of money.
But recently, as I said before, the number of normal couples has declined, and instead of them, love hotels are trying to get new customers. For example, they offer packages aimed at women, tourists, and business people. Nowadays, the three customer balance has become old, and hotel owners need a new strategy to survive. So, many love hotels are beginning to diversify and specialize.
If a love hotel decides to specialize in business customers, it would be better to change the name to Masturbation Hotel.
Although maybe their business won't be a success, we already have internet cafes for that.
To be honest, there are many love hotels which specialize in prostitution. In Japan, delivery health is a very popular prostitution service. The customer chooses a woman on the website and the woman will be delivered. Yes, here, health means sexual health. Many customers receive health services in love hotels, like Meshida-san does.
Ken-san, at least I can order. For you, your dinner runs away.
Meshida-san, shut the fuck up. In South Korea, when we see their music hit charts, almost all the ranked idols are the same. They are all similar to BTS and Blackpink. They try to copy successful groups in order to win the competition.
This is related to Korean society. They are a competitive society, so they copy success stories to try to achieve another success.
More than anything, they seem to have a strong mentality and think Korean entertainment increases the value of South Korea in the world.
On the other hand, in Japan, Japanese millennium generation is called the Yutori generation. Yutori means pressure-free. Competitive is avoided. And one song that became very popular said, "You don't need to be number one. You are already the original one."
Unfortunately now, your generation is called the failure to work generation. Compared to South Korean music hit charts, in Japan, various genres of music are ranked. For example, Japanese bands, singer-songwriters, Japanese hip-hop, and idols. We Japanese artists gave up on becoming famous in the world and are not interested in the global market.
So, we don't care about global trends. We'll make what we want to do. And fans are also not interested in the global scene. They just want to listen to their favorite music. We really love subcultures more than global measures.
Look at Meshida-san. He is a typical example. He gave up on being famous in the global market and he created weird videos and enjoys uploading them by himself. He is a typical Japanese.
Ken-san, what I'm doing is the same as K-pop. I'm doing English comedy aimed at a global market.
Meshida-san, unfortunately, only creepy foreigners watch this channel. Your target is not the global market. Your target is the creepy market.
Meshida.
I'm organizing my solo stand-up comedy show in Tokyo. If you are interested in that, please check out the link below. And please become a member of my Patreon, Meshida Academia. If you become a member of my Patreon, you can learn authentic Japanese culture. Of course, hentai culture is included. Since YouTube became very strict about hentai topics, I decided to focus on uploading videos about real Japanese culture on my Patreon. So, from now on, I'll teach very interesting cultures in Japan. So, please become a student of my Patreon, Meshida Academia.
In 1600, after the big battle of Sekigahara, some of the samurai who lost began acting strangely and were called kabukimono, or people who displayed deviant behavior. They wore crazy clothing, such as women's kimono, in weird ways. They often formed into groups and committed crimes. One day, a woman, Izumo no Okuni, imitated their fashion and started dancing in a riverside tent, expressing their behavior through her dance. It was called Kabuki Odori or Kabuki dance. It was very new and crazy because the women acted as criminals as they danced, so it became very popular, not only as entertainment but also as an anti-establishment movement.
Wow, if it were in China, all the actresses would have gone missing.
Meshida-san, in China, those minority people couldn't have made entertainment in the first place. They would have already been taken away for re-education in a camp.
Ken-san, be careful. Recently, the Chinese Communist Party checks social media, and when they find people who say negative things about China, attacks them online using the 50-cent party, internet commentators who are hired by the Chinese Communist Party.
My fellow China, 我爱中国. He wrote this fucking joke. He is a piece of shit. I can't believe it. I can't understand English. I just read what he wrote. 对不起. The dancers who danced Kabuki Odori or Kabuki dance were called Eta Hinin. They were discriminated against by society and were the lowest in the hierarchy in Japan at that time.
So, you mean the origins of Kabuki? This traditional performing art was the crazy street dances done by a discriminated against class?
Yes, these crazy street dances were gentrified and are now an important part of Japan's culture.
Ken-san, our comedy show also has a chance to be gentrified.
Do you know why the dancers became popular? It was because they were sexy and attracted heterosexuals. Meshida-san, 90% of your YouTube subscribers are creepy men. Look at your appearance. It's impossible to attract heterosexuals. Instead of becoming gentrified, your comedy is becoming creepified. If comedy is about creating social change, yours isn't important. It's just impotent.
Ken-san, you don't know about impotence.
I don't need to get hard to be spanked. You could say that 1982 was the first year of the washlet.
Why?
Because a catchy TV commercial was released in 1982. It had a great impact and the washlets became known among Japanese people.
I see. A legendary Japanese copywriter, Mr. Nakahata, created the catchphrase.
Yes, but it said that when Toto asked Mr. Nakahata, who was known as the best copywriter in Japan, to make a catchphrase for their TV commercial. First, Mr. Nakahata refused to make it and he said, "I'm not sure if a toilet washlet is worth it or not to our society." Then, one of the most veteran of Toto's developers visited him and persuaded him to write catch copy for their product. When he met Mr. Nakahata, he painted his hand blue and asked Mr. Nakahata to remove the color with paper. So Mr. Nakahata tried, but he couldn't do it. After that, veteran developer said to Mr. Nakahata, "This is the same as our asshole. We can't remove everything with paper, but we can remove it with water. This will be a challenge to change the current understanding and create a new culture." After listening to the developer's enthusiastic words, Mr. Nakahata was impressed and made a TV commercial for them, and this is it.
皆様、
Hi everyone.
手が汚れたら洗いますよね。
If you have a dirty hands, you
こう
wash
し
it.
て紙で拭く人っていませんわよね。
You don't wipe it like
どう
this.
してでしょう。
Do you know why?
紙じゃ取れません。
Paper can remove
腰だって
all the dirt.
同じです。
This is the same with your asshole. Even the asshole wants to be washed.
This TV commercial changed Japanese people's minds.
Listen, foreign viewers.
Even assholes want to be washed. To our surprise, first, most foreigners, especially Western people, don't know that Japan is like a huge Disneyland for Western foreigners.
Although Asian people are usually working in the back office for a cheap salary and know the reality.
For Japanese people, Western people's reviews are very important. We are eager to get high evaluations from Western people and try to be very kind to them. So, in front of Western people, we Japanese are like Disneyland stuff. We pretend to be very nice and sacrifice ourselves to make Western people comfortable.
But we Japanese are human too, so we cannot act and work forever.
So, after you have enjoyed our theme park, we needed to close the doors and take a rest. We hope after we do an electrical parade and entertain foreigners, foreigners will go back home immediately because it's exhausting to handle them. But some foreigners don't leave the room and try to stay here even after the parade.
Then, unfortunately, some of them see the Japanese people who take off their costumes and talk about their honest opinions of foreigners.
And they are shocked because they had never realized how Japanese people feel about foreigners. Because unlike in anime, Japanese people don't have thought bubbles. You can't understand them.
But don't worry, we Japanese also understand what the Japanese people think.
Definitely.
I cannot understand you, Ken-san. Why do you make such a boring jokes?
Meshida-san, shut the fuck up.
Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and please give me super thanks. And if you are in Tokyo, please come to my solo stand-up comedy show. So, see you in Tokyo. My YouTube partner, he is known as a weird kung fu YouTuber, Ken Suzuki, has a special message to you guys.
Thank you for watching my YouTube videos.
And many people asked me, requested me to open the comment section. I didn't want to, but finally I did it. So if you understand my artistic videos, please comment on them. If you don't do it. Meshida-san, shut the fuck up!